Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Saturday. Wait, is it? Yep, it's Saturday. Just checking. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Happy weekend. If weekends are good. If weekends are bad for you, then not happy weekend. I've got my tea. I've got my Menchie. She's looking so angelic today. Menchie. She's floating on a cloud. Hi. She knows when stream time is. She just hops right in. Like I went to go shower and then she hopped in and then I came in the room and I'm like, you know your place, girl. You know, you are the star of the show. She wants to stream every day, all day. I can't stop her. You know, I have to tell her to take a break. I'm like, Menchie, you don't need to work so hard all the time. Take some PTO, girl. She is the star. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Kim, Angel, Ark, Josie, Megan, Rachel Cakes, Nail Art, Season B, Ellie, Victoria. Thank you for 50 SEK. I don't know what currency that is. What up to all our members? I should do a better job at saying welcome and thank you to the members. Those of you who are in the Sock Squad or the Menchie Gang. Just as a reminder, every month we do a charity donation that's in part informed by you guys. I kind of ask, you know, what theme we should do this month. But at the end of the month, we donate revenue from Menchie Gang memberships to a charity. So, yeah. Last month was the Ottawa Hospital. And this month, February, well, it's only February 12th, so we don't have to decide yet. We still have like a couple weeks. Kim says there's finally a Christine stop emoji. Yes, there is. One perk of joining channel memberships is that you have access to custom Simply related emotes. So, yeah, we have Zyler cats, Menchie cats. The banana is the stock standard. That's not our banana, but we do have we have some Ben emotes. This is the Christine stop emote. Yes. So now when I fuck up on baking or when I react poorly to something, you can tell me to stop. Thank you, Christine, for being the amazing you. I had surgery yesterday and there is no other way I'd want to spend my recovery time. Oh, well, I hope you recover well, Rita. Thank you for your Menchie Gang chat. I do believe these chats are free for every member. You get one of these a month, a highlighted chat, which is pretty cool. YouTube thinking of different things for chat, which I love because I love the chat. How do I become a member? Right here. If there's not a join button underneath the video, like on the platform you are, it depends if you're on mobile, you can click the link in the chat that Stream Elements will drop on occasion. So excited to join during the actual streaming time today. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, I know. Timing is a tricky thing. So are time zones, right? Because everyone lives in a different time zone. It's probably like 3 a.m. for some of you watching. So thank you in advance for waking up at horrendous hours to join. Hello, you're live on my birthday. So happy. Well, happy birthday, Victoria. Happy birthday to everyone whose birthday is on February 12th. It's almost Valentine's Day. Do we care? Do we care about Valentine's Day? Thank you, Paul. Hello, everyone. So happy to be here. And I finally got to use my shimmer collection. It's great. Also, Christine, you're a little quiet. Am I quiet? Ben, was it just the music was too loud? Maybe I'll turn down the music relative to my voice. Thank you, Paul, for helping. Yes, most people have received their winter shimmers from Holo Taco, which is awesome. All right, I just slightly turned down the music. So does everyone have their tea? We're gonna do reacts today. Simply reacts. That's right. I am officially a streamer now, which means that I'm just gonna do react content. I'm just gonna watch other people's stuff for 8 hours. Actually, I was trying to find a show from Disney that featured nail art and we could just watch it for 8 hours straight. Unfortunately, I could not find such a show, so we're not gonna be doing that today. React and yes, exactly. I guarantee you like less than 10% of the chat knows what that term means, but all right, I'm seeing some tea emojis, some coffee emojis. We got, you know, whatever you're drinking today, stay hydrated or stay dehydrated with tea. Nail art season, you got your tea and you're swatching? Woo! I've been swatching a lot too. My nails are tired. And no, there are no secrets on my nails. These are all released goodies. But I am wearing Everything Taco on this hand, which is coming back soon. Yeah, she's coming back soon. I don't have a date yet, but, you know, I'll tell you when I can tell you. You know how it is. You know how it is. You're just about to do your nails, yeah. Okay, we are gonna look at some nail content. So maybe you guys will get some inspiration from today. Thank you, Miss Morningstar. I love your look today, Simply. Really? I feel like I just got out of the shower. I'm like, I don't know what to do. My hair is gonna dry all frizzy, so I'll just put it in 2 tiny braids. But I appreciate it. Hold on, just give me 1 sec. Chris looks like a teacher, and I'm here for it. A teacher? Guys. Am I your mother or your teacher? Make up your mind. These are 2 tiny braids. Okay, fine. Hair tour. I literally 10 minutes ago put my hair in 2 tiny French braids. I say tiny because that's all that this is all that occurs when I braid my hair. Yeah, I don't know. When my hair is wet, sometimes it's easier just to put it in a braid, so that way I don't have to deal with it, and then it will dry with like a nice wavy curl, so it'll kind of dry like this. And then if I wanted to later, like what I'm honestly gonna do later, is take both braids and then wrap them in a bun and then put them up like this, and then I'll look like a teacher. But for now, I should look like your classmate. Come on, guys. We're not doing Simply Prof Logical today. We are doing Simply React Logical. What's on your nails today? Sorry, Menchie, I'm stealing your camera. Focus. Focus on me. Let's go. Hold on. I am wearing a Skittle Mani, which means a different creme on every nail. And then over top, I have Everything Taco. So we've got 1 coat black, I'm over brew, high tea hibiscus, what do you pink, and not milky white. And I'm wearing Everything Taco on top of all of them. You are seeing this under the Beauty Guru lighting. So you're not really seeing the hollow in it. You're seeing more kind of unicorn skins. But on my other hand, I have a new Holo Taco combo that I just discovered. It's 5 of our linear hollows, so like red licorice, hot wire pink, magenta jelly, purple slushy, and blue freezy, but with twilight shimmer on top. So this guy, one of the new shimmers on top. And right now, because it's not under a flash, it's under more like indirect lighting, you see way more shimmer. Like it really looks magical, like an icing coat. But if you were to shine your phone flash on it, which I just put up on Snapchat like right before doing this, but you know, later I'll upload it to my Instagram stories. When you shine a phone flash on this, you see the hollow from the linear hollow come through. So it looks wild. It has like a dual purpose, which will interest some of you. Ooh, we are definitely getting overblown on this lens with it. But I'm trying to show you that the hollow comes out to play. I think the ISO on this camera is just too high because it's making it higher for Menchie. But yeah, I really like this combo. And you can really see it over the blue too. Wow. Kayla, Christine, how should I do my nails for a Renaissance fair tomorrow? Renaissance, what is that? Like old school medieval? What if you did like cheap champagne and I'm over brew? So like I'm over brew, the burgundy could be the main like 4 nails, and then your accent nail could be cheap champagne, or you could use cheap champagne as like a French tip, like a fading French tip, frosted metal on the tip. That'd be cool. What's on your nails, chat? I went, now it's your turn. Please say Menchie. She helps me a lot with finishing my PhD. I find out her live stream are perfect for my writing. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that feedback. I have been streaming, if you guys have not noticed. Literally Menchie in this bed sleeping with like a little galaxy overlay. Like we'll do this and then stars and cats that are sleeping will pop up. Thanks to Melon Nail Art for animating that. But yeah, I've been streaming Menchie sleeping maybe every 3rd day. It kind of just depends when she wants to go hang out there. So YouTube doesn't always give notifications every time there's a stream, so it's kind of chance. But you can check our Discord server. I try and do a better job at letting you guys know when Menchie's live, or you can just check back on the channel. Or I think what you're supposed to do is actually turn on notifications set to all. That's what people should really be doing. That's what I should be telling you to do all the time, but I just don't. Here, I'll tell you what I mean. So pretend this is not logical. If I go to not logical, it won't work because I'm literally streaming from that channel. But if you click on the bell and then you click on all, you should theoretically get notifications for when Menchie is sleeping. Because I think the default to subscribe is just personalized, which means YouTube will decide when they send you a notification. But if you put on all, then you will actually get them all. I don't mean to do this to Simply Not Logical. I'm saying to do it to Simply Not Logical, but I can't show you subscribing or ringing the bell on myself. Doesn't work that way. Alrighty, okay, so what are we doing today? Okay, today we are doing Simply Reacts to complicated nail art, where you try and show me a nail art that you think is really hard, and then I have to guess how that person did the nail art. And then we'll watch the video together to see whether or not I was wrong. Basically, this is a test of my nail art abilities, of my knowledge, of whether or not I can predict how a talented nail artist did something, or I just have no idea because I need to brush up on my nail art skills. So I asked you guys the other day on Discord to let me know which nail art you want me to react to. It could have been your own, it could have also been other people, but to include a link of a picture and a video. And I did not cheat, I did not look, because we're gonna do that together live. So it's gonna be kind of a fun React style content, more community content. I know a lot of you in the community submitted your own stuff, so that's cool too. And whatever I show on screen today, you will see the headline, whether it's from Instagram, it'll say the user account. So I encourage everyone to go check out the artists that I feature on stream today. You know, go show them some love if you decide that you like their artwork and you think they're talented. So make sure to always do that. Welcome to the Menchie Gang, some new members. Wanted to say that several of my IRL friendships actually started because we realized we watched your content. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Brent. I do see that sometimes. People say like, oh, I just discovered that someone else watches you, and you know, we had a great conversation. May I request a stamping plate with these super cute emojis? A stamping plate like from me? From Holo Taco? We don't really do like elevated nail art, like, you know, complicated nail art stuff. We don't really sell. That'd be a really complex stamping plate because our emotes are so good and, you know, detailed. All right, welcome to the mods who are here. Thanks for hanging out. And also our Discord mods, whoever's hanging around on Discord, they will be monitoring the Discord because we're going to be going through that live today. All right, let's move into Simply Reacts. Can I guess how they did the nail art? In case you're new here, this is our Simply Discord server. Oh, I'm covering the chat. But there's a lot of fun things going on in here. We have, you know, Simply updates. You can see when I'm streaming, like right now. Let's see if there's a notification. Yes, thank you, Carolina, who notified everyone who signed up for stream notifs on Discord. They'll tell you when I go live here, so that's always helpful to have because sometimes YouTube doesn't always do it. Yeah, and then lots of fun places for people to go hang out and chat in. These are all different threads. You can use Discord on your desktop or your phone. I'm not paid to say this. There is no fee to use Discord either. It's just like a fun place for the community to all get together and talk. And during the stream, a lot of people like to talk in Discord as well. And then also after the stream. So it's kind of like where the after party is. And there's always people around on Discord if you just want to chat. Pick a topic and jump in, basically. All right, so we're going to React content, which is a new thread we created just for this stream. And all right, these were your instructions. Link a nail art pic that you think is hard to figure out exactly how the artist did it. Make sure there's a pic in a video. I guess how they did it, and then we're gonna watch the tutorial to see if I was right. All right, first one. Oh my God, this looks like this reminds me of something. My Jawbreaker nails. No, please don't tell me that they did it the same way I did, with a drill. That is dangerous. Risk-taking. Oh my God. Thermal print nails. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to read the caption because I don't want to look for hints. But this reminds me of my Jawbreaker nails. Okay, so there's a few ways you could do this. You could paint layers of nail polish like you're going to Polish Mountain. And then you could take a drill and drill it down. But as we remember, oh God, the drill, exactly. There was not a good time for me, so highly recommend avoiding that strategy. There are other ways to do something like this. If you're working with gel, it might be a little bit easier. But with regular polish, I've also seen people take a Q-tip with acetone and then gently, very gently, so you don't get like the fluffies coming off on your nails, just try and rub off some of the residual layers so that you do get exposure to the bottom layers. This looks so cool though. Instead of like Jawbreaker, it looks more like a heat map, like an earth heat map. All right, so I think I don't know. Was it gel? Is it gel polish or not? It is gel. Okay, so maybe she did drill it. I'm gonna guess that she drilled. Did she drill? Instagram does not want to tell me. Here we go. So that's gel polish because she's on a lamp. See, she's going to Polish Mountain. That was like 6 or 7 coats. Oh, she filed it down. Oh, okay, so that's safer than a drill. But it's only really possible with gel polish, right? Because it has to like dry completely. If you tried to file regular polish, you're just gonna squish it. As we remember when I tried it. Okay, that's so cool though. So she filed it down. This is hard. This is like expert level though, because filing it takes so long. Very cool though. I love how it turned out. Would you guys do this look? Like this is a lot. I feel like it is worth it because the payoff looks so cool, and imagine all the color possibilities with like rainbows and stuff. It matches her pants too. Was that intentional? Pants are pretty sick. I had jeans like that in high school. You wonder if it was lumpy? I think if it was regular polish, you'd probably experience that. But with the gel, because they cure it between every layer, you have the ability to smooth it out between every layer because it's completely dry. So I imagine it is smoother than you think. But that's just like working with gel. Definitely full of effort. Yeah, for sure. Too many coats. Too many coats. How can you say that to me? Not for someone who's been to Nail Polish Mountain. A look fit for a geologist, exactly. Or like a heat mapper. I like this look. This is where crime occurs. This is a crime heat map. Everywhere. All right, thank you for submitting. Let's do the next one. It keeps opening in this tiny window. Hold on. I want to force it to open in the same window. Let's see. There we go. Okay, what's this? Well, I have 100 notifications. The maximum is 100 for your information. Nail Coup. I recognize this name. I think they're very talented. Ooh. I thought this was a bug for a second. I was gonna scream, but it's just a tomato. Is that a cherry tomato? How did you grow that? Let me guess. You planted a seed, watered it, and then magic happened. And then you put it in your salad. All right. It looks like gel, and they say gel. I'm definitely not going to be as skilled at guessing how things with gel were accomplished because it's not a product type that I work with as often. But this is so, like, is it transparent? It looks see-through, right? Yes, it is. Because you can see the leaf through the thumb. Oh my God. That's so cool. That's one thing you can do. Well, no, is that transparent? Or did she make it like her skin tone? No, they are transparent. Oh, that's kind of a mind fuck. That's cool. Oh, it's a rose hip, not a tomato? What the fuck is a rose hip? What? What? This does not look like a rose. It looks like a tomato. You're telling me that's a rose? You're saying that's a flower? The fuck is a rose hip? Oh my God, it looks like a tomato. Do these exist in Canada? It grows mostly in Europe. Okay, see, that's why I don't know about it. Okay. What have you done, chat? Stop it. I'm reacting to nails, not tomatoes or other vegetables. It is a common ingredient in tea, but I just didn't know it looked like a tomato. It's a fruit? Or is it a vegetable? Christine, stop. Okay, guys, stop. We're going off track. We are reacting to nails, not vegetables or fruits. Next stream. I think Nail Coup did this by... It could be like, it could either be the bubble technique where they use soap bubbles to create lines, but I'm not sure if that works with gel. So I kind of think either she used a nail polish that has, there's like an ingredient in some nail polish that allows you to do what they call fluid nail art that separates the product. So it ends up looking kind of like an oil spill, but without the iridescence. So like it just kind of separates like a bunch of bubbles, kind of like oil and water. When you try and mix oil and water together, this kind of pattern can occur. There is an ingredient in a certain type of top coat or just nail polish product that kind of does something similar. So it could be that, or it could be just putting soap bubbles on and watching the color around dissipate, or maybe it was freehand attempt, which would be very tricky. I don't know. I'm pretty stumped on this one. I don't know why Instagram is so slow. Come on, Instagram. There you go. Okay, so she's filling the gel form. This is what becomes the fake nail. Filing it. Building it up. So it's clear. So she has a clear tip. She's just shaping it now. Looks like black gel polish. Wasn't it navy blue? Fading it out. Manual fade. Bubbles. Oh. Oh, she made the bubbles herself. Wait, wasn't it blue? Why is it black? Oh, maybe she redid it. That's so cool. That looks smoky. Like a smoky badass effect. Amazing. These ones are blue. Okay, whatever. Maybe she just recreated them in blue. But that is really cool. Okay, let me go back and freeze to that frame. It reminds me of when you can put a glossy taco on a matte taco in a bubble formation to get those raindrops. So it's a similar technique, but then she added more gel over top just to smooth it out. That is so cool. I don't think you could do this with regular polish. It would be way too thick and lumpy and wouldn't dry if you did this with regular polish, basically, yeah. I'm amazed at the things people can do exactly, Lainey. I know. There, look, see? So I think what she's doing is she's dropping like clear gel top coat right here. Because then it will make the black around it kind of dissipate and go around the bubbles. So you kind of freeze them in place, yeah. But then after this, she adds another gel top coat over top of the previous layer, which had been cured and dried. So it makes the whole thing smooth, right? So now the whole thing is like glassy smooth. Ah, very cool. So talented. Amazing nail coup. I can't compete with any of this, by the way. So far, nope. There will be no recreating stream. Oh, shit. That's so pretty. Okay, it looks like stamping, magnetic polish. Yeah. Stamping and magnetic polish. I think this could be regular polish. Oh my god. I swear to god I didn't read this. I was just looking at it. So my assumption is she put the magnetic polish on first and then used a magnetic wand and then stamped with... It could be that the polish she used to stamp with was also a magnetic because it's kind of like faint. So that would make sense. But it's also possible that she just used like a light green kind of metallic one. So cool. Let's watch. ENT nails. Oh, Holo Taco. Hey. What up, peely base? So she could peel it off for her peely bag. So liquid latex, there's the stamping plate. Stamping polish. Okay, so they use regular, just like white stamping polish. Stamping polish is different than regular polish. In case you're new, stamping polish is like designed to be very thick. Oh, so she put it as a layer in between. Interesting. Okay, so that's what gave it that kind of dimensional effect. That's so cool. I love the creativity of using multiple techniques there and kind of layering. Very cool. Amazing ENT nails. Thank you, Kayla. I just want to say I really love and appreciate what you've done with your platform. You consistently inspire me and bring me a lot of joy. Thank you, guys. You guys gotta stop with your overly nice super chats. I don't know how to take compliments. Thank you though. I really appreciate it. I've been online for just like way too long, and I'm just like, I don't want to be part of the bad part of the internet, I guess. I want to be part of the good, although quiet part of the internet. I don't care if we're more quiet. I just want to hang out, chill, and have no bullshit. You know what I mean? Just nails, no bullshit. I wonder if anyone whose nails we're looking at are in the chat. I don't know. But make sure to go say hello to these people and follow their Instagrams. Picture. Sorry. Oh, tortoise. I can never say this word. I'm getting exposed. Tortoise. Tortoise nails. Guys, chat, how do you say this word? Tortoise. I'm so... Like this. Like the... Yeah. How do you say this word? Tortoise. I'm fucking dumb. I swear to God. This is just one of those words that I just cannot say. It's French? Tortoise? Is it? Then it's so much easier to say if it's French. Any French people in the chat? Is tortoise c'est correct? Okay, English people say tortoise. Tortoise? Tortoise? Land turtle, yeah. Tortoise. That sounds so like ugly as a word. Tortoise. Tortoise though, that sounds much nicer. Where's the French people in the chat? Validate it. In French it's tortue. Really? That sounds like torture though. It's a little too close to torture. Tortue. Okay. Tortue, I guess, is the French word. But if you were to say tortoise in French, it would sound better if English people said that instead of tortoise. You're not saying it right. I say a lot of things incorrectly. En français, c'est tortue. Okay, right. But that's the way you spell it and say it. In German, it's shield frog. Interesting. I guess it's like a translation of a frog that has a shield. So it's a turtle with a shield. That makes sense. I like that one. Guys, we are not only learning about nails, we are learning about vegetables, fruits, and turtles. Tortue, tortoise, tortoise, shield frogs. Look at this. In Dutch, it's shield toad. Similar to German then. Yes, the schildkröte. Did I say that right? Schildkröte. Oh no, I'm not gonna pronounce this one. Zolk. I don't know. In Danish, it's skilled paddle. Skilled paddy. Skilled paddy. Skilled pad. Skilled pad? Buttons. Guys, okay, stop making fun of me. In Hindi, it's kachua. In Philippines, it's pagong. In Romanian, it's turtle frog. That's very straightforward. Shield pad. Okay, you think I can pronounce this in Greek? I can't read these letters. Exiuava. We're learning languages around the world. Thank you, guys. Okay, what's nail art in the language of your country? Nail art is used in English, but also in French as a slang. Like if you go to French YouTube, they say nail art, despite the fact that it's art à l'ongle, I guess. But yeah, what's nail art in your language? Say your language, write like German, and then write whatever nail art is. That's one we gotta learn. What's nail art in your language? Nail art, just nail art. Najil kunat. Okay, I see Najil all the time. I see Najilak. Does that mean nail polish? I guess like it's a European language, but I see it so frequently on Instagram. Najil unas. Najil konat. Manicure. A lot of Najils. I guess that's European. Arte unas Espanol. In Denmark, it's Nagelak Kunst. Fanu al-Alfir in Arabic. That's more creative than the nail art that we just see in so many different languages. A lot of languages are like, it's just nail art. Ukrainian is... oh, it's different symbols, so I don't know how to pronounce. Oh, manicure. That makes sense. Manicure. This is fun. In Quebec, we just say nail art. Yeah, exactly. Arte uñas, Spanish. Polish is, oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce this. Zdobny paznokci. No, that was wrong, right? Zdobny paznokci. I don't know. I'm trying. I love that Christine pronounces all the other languages like French. Guys, it's the only accent that feels like second nature to me. So whenever I see something, I'm like, je lui donne un accent, you know, and I put it on. Okay, yes, the chat can't moderate. We cannot moderate other languages, so only say the words that I'm asking you to translate. You know, for learning, educational purposes only. Please don't abuse it, of course. Not that we're seeing that. Not that I think any of you are doing that, but... Russian is trum trum. Shut up. Okay, all right. Class is over. Not class is over. Class continues with, you know, the unit of the day. How did they do the tortoise, tortoise nails? If this is gel, then it's always going to be a different method. So if it's... Menchie just made a noise. If it's gel, then I think they did something similar to how Nailku did the bubbles at the end. I think they probably painted with the light color first, and then they like flooded in sections of the darker color and let it kind of float out to create more of a wash. And then they just coated it on top. So it's probably not that complicated. It's probably easy and not that time consuming to do. But let's find out. Gel. These are all gel. I hope there's normal nail art in this list so we can, you know, maybe attempt them ourselves. Look, they look like my yellow nails. Yeah, so it's just freehand painting, kind of floating the gel polish. It'll blend a little bit into the base yellow. And they're using a slightly transparent jelly gel. And you just kind of build it up. Yeah, so that's like a simple nail art technique as far as techniques are concerned. It looks like they're diluting the color a little bit with a top coat. So they paint on another layer just to give it more dimension. So it looks more like Serengeti sunglasses. You know, those tortoise sunglasses that were in style in like 2004. Very cool though. This is not really my style personally. The tortoise, tortoise nail art. Not my personal style, but looks very cool. I know it's like it's super common nail art technique. A lot of people do. Sick. All right, we've got picture from Maggle's Nails. Ever wanted a colorful Venn diagram on your nails? Well, here you go. Oh, it's like when the primary colors overlap and you get the secondary colors when you combine them. We learned about animals, languages, fruits, and now we're learning about colors. Color theory. Very cool. Very interesting idea for a nail art, eh? I just said A. That's Canadian language. This is cool. Okay, now I gotta think, how did they do it? So this looks like regular nail polish, so we can guess. Preschool art teacher nails, yeah. Gotta teach your class colors somehow. I think they painted white and then black stripes with a striping brush, and then this would be way too big for a dotting tool. I've never seen a dotting tool that's this big, so I assume they just took like a detail brush, and I think they would have painted not necessarily in this order, but yellow, blue, red circle first, and then taken a smaller detail brush and actually manually painted in the middle color. I don't think they actually like blended these colors on the nail because that would just get messy, but it is possible that maybe on a yogurt lid or a nail art mat they blended this exact yellow and this blue to get this exact green. So that would be very accurate in terms of the Venn diagram overlap, but it's also possible they just picked like, you know, something that was already green. They used not Milky Way? Oh, they did. The old version. Noted. Okay. So white, striping brush. Yeah. Fixing the lines. Yeah, clean up. Glossy taco. Oh, something I missed. Because look how perfect these circles are. It's very hard to get circles, even for like a really talented artist. It's so hard to get perfect circles. So I think it's incredibly smart of Maggle's Nails to have used what looks like nail vinyls to get that perfect circle, especially when it's a bigger circle. When it's a smaller circle, it's easier to manage because you can just use a dotting tool and that gives you a perfect circle. But like this giant, oh, we gotta watch it again. Instagram doesn't let you pause on the spot, apparently. Okay, so I missed the vinyl, but detail brush, filling it in. What? Oh my God, this is so many layers. I see what they're doing and why, because they want a perfect circle for each time. But in order to put a nail vinyl on top, you have to have previously put a glossy taco on and let it dry because you're gonna add nail vinyls next. You know the deal. But damn, that means that they did a glossy taco 3 times. Holy shit, the dedication. And also note they did white first and then painted yellow. It's possible was this acrylic paint? Soft body paints? I think these are like acrylic paints, yeah. So a little easier to manage, but holy shit, the effort. And then the third vinyl, white first and then red, acrylic paint it looks like they're using. Looks like a stoplight. Okay, and then they have perfect circles. Look, glossy taco again. And then, oh my God, and then reusing the vinyls. Oh my God, reduce, reuse, recycle, holy shit. To get that Venn diagram spot. This is risky because you kind of risk the messy leftover color on the vinyl coming off in the wrong place. Painting just in the Venn diagram and then glossy taco. Holy shit, I'm just gonna let that play again. I feel like there would have been a few ways to accomplish the same manicure. It all depends on your level of risk and how much time you have. This one took a lot of time, but it absolutely would have minimized the risk of going outside the lines. Yeah. Very cool. So strategic. I love that. I love the thinking through of the nail art technique and how to get to your final spot. But also, it's just so fascinating how you can get the same outcome, or mostly the same outcome, from using different techniques. So maybe we are learning things. Liquitex is an amazing paint. Is that, it's like acrylic paint, right? I think I have one. Yeah, it's acrylic paint. So acrylic paint is often used by nail artists all the time when they're doing like fine detail work, and also if you want a really specific color. It does dry down matte and doesn't really look as smooth as nail polish, which is more of like a lacquer or a varnish. So anytime you're working with acrylic paint, it's perfect for details, but then you have to put like a glossy taco on top to make it smooth. I mean, you always gotta put a glossy taco on top. But yeah, it's definitely a trick, kind of a hack that nail artists will use a lot of is acrylic paint for some of these fine detail things. But very cool. This nail art's from Met Dem Gard Pedersen? Met Dem Gard Pedersen. I'm probably not saying that fast enough. Oh, this is so pretty. This would be so pretty as a ring. Okay, so that was their inspo. Is it a gradient first? It kind of looks like it might be a gradient, and then using that, what I was describing earlier, there's this nail polish that separates in the same logic as like oil and water will separate to create these like little bubble sections. They call it fluid art. So it's just like it's a chemical reaction, I guess, between, you know, one ingredient and another, and it gets that. So my assumption is they did a gradient of these pastel polishes, like the one that they're holding, and then over top of that, they did a mix of clear and black. It might be the black polish that is the fluid art polish. I'm hoping in one of these videos they actually show you the product, so those of you who don't know what I'm referencing know what I mean. Because like this wasn't hand painted. It's a reaction caused by a certain product, which is pretty cool. But it's also random, like you don't really know what you're gonna get. Danish nail art? Is that Danish? Cool. Not at all correctly pronounced, but you tried. I'm sorry, guys. If I say it in French, is that not good enough? Where's the holo? Guys, there's this, as much as I've made my entire career in existence and being about holo, there does not need to be holo on everything. All right, let's check out the video. Beauty of Sweden. Is this the nail polish you guys have in Sweden? Okay, so they didn't do a gradient. They're starting off by applying the polish in rainbow order on what looks like a plastic sheet, maybe a silicone sheet. Oh! Okay, so they're making a sticker. You could do this directly on the nail. It's an option to do this technique on the nail. Okay, but let me explain what just happened, because I think some of you aren't gonna realize that the black they just layered over is a special polish that creates all those little bubbles. It will break up into that kind of pattern, kind of like oil and water. So let's see if they described it. I'm using a DIY Spot It polish. Oh, they made it themselves? You can do that? I wish they showed the DIY part. I made by mixing 1 drop of silicone anti-frizz hair product in 1 regular bottle of black polish. If you have any questions, let me know. We have questions. I am letting you know. What? That's so cool. How could I have ever guessed this? This is the best submission because it's like so far off from what I would have guessed. You make your own too? So wait, what do you need? Silicone anti-frizz hair product. What does that mean? What's a silicone anti-frizz product? Like, I need an example. Garnier Fructis? Like, what? Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz? Like, what is that? I need to know for when I go to the grocery store. So what is it? Is it like a pump bottle? Guys, I don't style my hair, so I don't know anything. Any anti-frizz hair product that has silicone in it. Okay. Interesting. So I also just want to caution though that I wouldn't recommend mixing products that you aren't sure how they're going to react with something. So as cool as it is to, you know, see someone's DIY, also there should always be a disclaimer and a caution that anything you mix is at your own risk. Got to be responsible on this platform as well, but I do really admire the creativity. This is so cool. It's still like fluid art. It causes that separation. You're right. So it's a similar chemical reaction, I guess, in the silicone anti-frizz hair product to black nail polish. I don't know if this is going to work across all black nail polishes. It might depend on the ingredients in that black nail polish in order to create that reaction. But like I just said, it's really hard to endorse which hair product and which black polish this is going to work with because you can't guarantee the ingredients. It makes me wish I'd majored in chemistry. Yes, procrastination. I know. Me too. Why did I spend my time in criminology when I could have been doing chemistry to know how all the nail polishes work? Mixy is tricky. Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry, let's continue. This is so cool. Oh, that was it. So they didn't show us how they took off the sticker, but I'm sure you guys have seen examples of people make like those stickers, like a decal, another word I pronounce wrong. You can make it on a silicone mat and then you peel it up when it's dry and then you stick it on your nail. That's a common technique, but see, the black just immediately did that over any color. That's so cool. And then they just peeled it off when it was dry and put it on. Oh, there it is. Why didn't it show the first time? Weird. Yeah, and then they're just using like a cuticle pusher tool and a cleanup brush just to clean apart the edges. Top coat. And damn, that looks really cool. And nail oil. Well, that's not necessary for the nail art, but so cool. Amazing. I love this technique. Charlotte had said, I study chemistry and I have no idea what just happened. Does anyone know what just happened? The other colors were still wet when they added to the black. Yes, they should have been wet in order to create that uniform collusion of the black and the colors underneath. They gotta like sink into each other properly, make it smooth. All right, thank you for submitting, Cilio. Let's move on to the next one. Hey, this was sponsored Holo Taco content. This is from Forever After Nails, and we sponsored them. However, I don't know exactly how they did it, but like, no, I do though, because I watched this video to approve it. But will I remember is the question. I think this was just mostly freehand, right? So you paint lavender, shady navy, have like a strip down the middle, cut the nail in two, and then paint the trees. And if I remember correctly, I think some of these trees were acrylic. like this blue and this kind of other pale color here. And then these trees were the 2 crumbs again, and then also the little stars, and then adding the shimmer around the sky area. Yeah, you've done this before, Christine? Well, I haven't done exactly this. I did the trees with the cutout. That's a bit different of a technique. But I think it's predominantly freehand is my guess. Except I've seen this before, but I can't remember every single thing I watched. Let's see how good my memory is. There's a taco. Okay, so they use the vinyl just to help. Mix some colors with the background. Mix some colors. Oh, so they mix the 2 polishes. Oh, yes. Okay, and then they're using a striping brush to help draw in the trees. Add a thin brush to add glitter falling from the top. So that's the iridescent shimmers to illuminate the sky. And then they made it matte. Yeah, so mostly freehand. Very talented to be able to do freehand trees like that though. I love silhouette trees. They look so pretty. Is this a water marble? You guys. Happy birthday, Nina. This one's from Liz Nails It. Is this a water marble? I mean, there's nothing more to it than that. If it's a water marble, it's a water marble. You know, I just can't do it. They look so cool though. I love the skull. The skull is the mood. That's exactly how I feel. Water marble, dead. Water marble, you killed me. Okay, so I guess they took a cup of water, they put in drops of pink, purple, blue, and then they used a stick to go like this. It's also possible that this could have been a drip marble. Actually, now that I think about it, it's less water marble and more drip marble. Drip marble can be accomplished a few ways. One of them being you put the polishes, like you drip them into globs on a yogurt lid or whatever surface you have that is kind of sturdy, and you tilt it and they kind of fall. Like how I make my spill shots for Holo Taco. I use a yogurt lid and I'm basically doing drip marbles there, but I'm just not peeling it off and putting it on my nails. So it could be that way. As someone that does metalwork and sewing and has chemically burnt my nail beds twice in the past year, it hurts knowing that my nails will never look this good, laughing my ass up. Oh no! Lithium snow? Another word I can't pronounce. Lithium snow? Is that like an element on the periodic table? It must be past the first 20, because I know the first 20, but I don't remember after that. Okay, drip marble. I think it's drip marble. Let's see. Okay, so it's a drag marble. Close enough. Drag marble, drip marble, similar concept. But yeah, they used a dotting tool. Oh no, it's the one where you pick it up. Okay, this is like nail art advanced level 10, okay? I feel like we're just going there. So you're basically melding and blending colors in a marbly pattern on a nail art mat, a silicone mat, and then you take a brush and you scoop it up. And when you load the scoop on the nail, it kind of, you know, makes this blendy marble. And then they're just stamping. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. The skull was obviously a stamp. And then double stamping, silver over top. But yeah, this skill, they're cheating on water marble, but that's good. We all love to find ways to cheat on water marbles. I thought about that, but I didn't know the name. Yeah, I don't know the name either. When you scoop it up, like, I guess it's still a drag marble, but you scooped it. But for example, they could have stopped here. You know how they're just like dragging it? They could have just stopped there and let that dry and peeled it up. But instead they marbled it, and then they marbled it some more by scooping it up and then laid it on in a marbly pattern. It's like double marbled. Very cool. Liz nails it. I guess you nailed that one, Liz. I mean, this is easy. This is just, that's just freehand painted. There's no technique to there. I'm not even gonna bother watching a video where it's just clearly freehand painted. What is this? This was, okay, here, let's open their Instagram. It looks like Holo Taco unicorn skins. Am I right? Yes. It looks exactly like Holo Taco unicorn skins. Okay, my guess is 1 coat black, matte taco. And then I love how it ended up looking really textured. That's so cool and amazing to accomplish with regular nail polish, because normally you see this, you know, more so with gel. So I think they did black, matte taco. Then they took the unicorn skins and freehand drew them in those patterns, but like really made sure to concentrate the unicorn skin polish, the iridescent flakies. And then over top of that, they carefully coated a glossy taco line following the same road, which is really hard to do and you really need a steady hand, but it turns out so well. Obviously it looks like stained glass. I love the contrast between the matte black and then the elevated shiny unicorn skin. It's just so jam-packed. I want to do this. I want to do this nail art. This nail art looks like me. It looks like scratch off, kind of, but I don't think that's how this was done. I think it was mostly freehand. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Base coat. Black. Matte taco. Yeah. Freehanding each unicorn skin. Yep. So this takes talent, patience, but it's so worth it. And I like how the design is really abstract, so you're not trying to get a straight line. You know, so this isn't that far off from being that impossible. It just takes time. And then see, okay, I think that's glossy taco, right? Or like a top coat. And they're just really packing it on so it's elevated. So it ends up looking textured. That's so cool. Did they say? Not really much explanation, but yeah, that's so cool. Amazing. Nails by Katie Bug. I'm pretty sure they do a lot of, I remember their account. Oh yeah, I saw these recently and I liked it. Okay. Hello, says our mod. Please remember to insert the information correctly because some people weren't. Okay. Picture. This looks very familiar. This looks like a gradient with shady navy and lavender, glossy taco, and then striping tape, and then painting, I think it's twilight shimmer. Yeah, twilight shimmer in the stripes. What a beautiful, this looks really cool. It looks like cascading icicles. But the trick is that because you created a gradient between light and dark underneath, but it's the same consistent shimmer going from top to bottom, it looks like it's cascading because it's turning a different color. So there's a different effect. That looks so cool. This is a great idea for someone who's more of a beginner and, you know, isn't doing freehand madness or dry marbling stuff. I love this technique. So yes, let's see video. I better be right on this one. This one's from Shani Annie. Oh yeah, I missed that you can use protective peel to help protect your skin during the gradient. So gradient, dab, dab, dab with a makeup sponge or nail art sponge. Peel off the protective peel. She used tape just to help clean up a little bit more, and a cleanup brush. Then glossy taco. Let that dry. Striping tape or small nail vinyls. Same thing, but the profile of striping tape, those are like the smallest ones you can use. Twilight shimmer. And then coated it. Right, so that's how you get those perfect lines, and then you just peel them off, and then glossy taco to finish it up. Isn't that cool? I feel like that one is approachable. Do you guys feel that way? People in chat, would you attempt this one? You can go to shani.annie's Instagram to rewatch on your own time. What do you guys think? Would you do? I would. Because I love gradients and nail vinyls. That's all I'm good at. Would attempt, yeah, definitely. I could do this. 10 out of 10 would do this. Can't do straight lines, but you can if you have striping tape or nail vinyls. They're so easy to make. Exactly. Totally approachable, and it looks so pretty. Exactly. It's nice to see some more approachable nail art in this list too. So, you know, regular people can get ideas. Oh, damn. My brain hurts, but I love that. Okay. There's a few things going on here. And it reminds me of my olden days, back when I did reciprocal gradients, reverse gradients with nail vinyls. That was like kind of what I was obsessed with for a few years on my blog. If you recall, Simplyreactlogical.com. No one goes there anymore. But I had this phase where I was constantly trying to create optical illusions with gradients and nail vinyls because it was always so confusing with the end result, trying to figure out in reverse how someone did it. So that's also why we're doing this today, because I just love trying to figure out how someone did it. And this is exactly, looks like something I would have done in my brain. Also pretty colors. And also adding a Holo Taco. All right, so underneath, it looks like every nail is the same. So underneath, I'm seeing a vertical gradient from kind of a neon green to aqua to blue to magenta. Looks, we might have 3 or 4, probably 4 polishes in a vertical gradient, meaning like it goes this way on the nail as opposed to this way, the usual way. So that was done first, and then glossy taco, let dry, and then using nail vinyls that have the quatrefoil, whatever design you want to call this, but it's like a Victorian stained glass. It's just a nail vinyl, so this wasn't freehanded. So nail vinyl, and then over top of the nail vinyl you do another gradient, but you've shifted which colors you're picking from the rainbow spectrum. So the second gradient started with blue, then went to magenta, pink, orange, and yellow. It's possible like one of those colors are dropped and then the blending of the colors created it. But it looks so cool, eh? Okay, let's watch the video. It's always fun to watch. This is by Nails by Claire Stelly. So we've got some neon colors. Right, so the base was a neon vertical gradient. Quick dry top coat. Let it dry, let it dry. They're not showing you that part. Oh, they put it directly on. Oh, interesting. Instead of doing a gradient, I would have thought they just did a gradient over top. Okay, this is even more like advanced level. So they painted different colors on a silicone mat and used the nail art vinyls to help them create those shapes, and then peeled it off later and stuck it when it was dry. So cool. And then put on scattered Holo Taco. I'll let that play again. But what do you guys think? Would you guys do this? I feel like, so with this one, there is definitely a different way to do the second step. Like this step is, you know, a gradient, vertical gradient, add a top coat, let it dry. But you could have just taken this nail vinyl and put that directly on your now dried nail if you waited for it to dry. Maybe she just didn't wait for it to dry. That's why. Yeah. So more than one way to get to the same result. In some ways, this is a smarter way because then you're not going to mess up your gradient and you're not going to peel off the base underneath because you're not sticking it and then removing it from your nail. So it all just kind of depends which skills you think you're better at. And I really like how there's multiple ways to get to the same thing. A fan brush? Yes. So I think she used a fan brush just to help the colors kind of blend together. Another way to achieve a gradient is to use a fan brush and kind of the colors together. Doesn't have to be a sponge. See? Blend, blend, blend. Yeah, that's an option. And then so she added a glossy top coat here just to make it dry so you can peel it all up in one piece. Otherwise you'd be peeling up just the little pattern pieces individually, which, you know, would be impossible to stick on your nails after that. Very cool. Nails by Claire Stelly. What else we got? Ooh, what? I love these. These look so like retro video game fire. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is so cool. I would love to do this with different color cremes and a theme of a color. So cool. But I'm kind of, how did they do this? This is so talented _holo.nails_. These aren't hollow nails. You're lying to yourself. I'm in love with these. Yeah, they look like dragon scales. To be honest, I'm kind of struggling like how they did this. On the one hand, if you're good at freehand, you could do this freehand. It's a little tedious, but it's possible. On the other hand, you could do this using chevron like zigzag nail vinyls, but that means you would have to do that step with the glossy taco 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, which is ridiculous. I mean, I've done that, but it is generally ridiculous. They are usually freehand, yeah. It's stamping. It could be stamping. If there's a stamping plate that just has a zigzag, you could stamp each color. I still feel like it's not really necessarily overlapping though. They're like diamonds, right? I'm pretty torn. I don't know. I feel like this could be a few things. If you're really talented at freehand precision, I could believe that someone freehanded this. Not me, but someone else could have freehanded this. If you have a lot of patience and don't mind thick nails, you could have done this with a glossy taco and a zigzag nail vinyl. Or you also could have done it with a stamping plate, but I kind of feel like it doesn't really look like that. So I'm not sure. Maybe they made a sticker? That's a good point, Eero. Kind of like how we made stickers in that Christmas tree nail art stream where I recreated nails based on a subscriber's idea. Remember you guys voted for me to make Christmas tree nails? Okay, so that was accomplished by painting just the color on a silicone mat, and then we peeled it off when it was dry and we cut it into a tree shape. So maybe they cut it into a triangle shape each layer. It doesn't look like that because the lines aren't exactly like scissor lines, which makes me more inclined to believe that there's more freehand in this than we think. We're just so mind blown that someone would attempt that. We're all torn. Stamper, sticker. It could be a stamp, but it it's not 100% clean, the edges, and usually stamping is like a clean. I don't know. Maybe the edges are just like that after you put on a glossy taco or something. All right, okay. Let's stop guessing. Let's just watch. I want to know. The long-awaited tutorial, yes. Okay, so white base to make the colors pop. It is a stamping plate. Okay, cool. All right, let's watch. So is that the first layer at the bottom? Yellow. The next one. And they're kind of transparent so you can see through them. Oh my god, the placement of that though. Like lining it up at the right place. Maybe that's why, yeah. That's sick. Imagine all the possibilities with this, like different colors. That's so cool. Okay, so it's just a stamping plate tutorial. So unfortunately, you need to know how to stamp to do this. Yeah. And my assumption is that they mostly use stamping polish to get them that opaque. You can't use, or some nail polishes work as stamping polish, but not all nail polishes because they really have to be designed to be super opaque in one coat. Which is great for stamping, but not necessarily great for painting and self-leveling for the use of nail polish in the usual average way of just like painting it on your nail. Mystery solved though. Yeah. You were right, Maggie Moo. Very cool. So that's _ holo.nails. _. How do you guys think they did this one? Do you think it was a marble technique? Is this Sveta Sanders? It is Sveta Sanders. Sveta always does magic that you cannot believe until you see it with your eyes. Who remembers Sveta Sanders? We stand Sveta. She's the queen of water, one of the queens of water marbling. I shouldn't say the queen. I don't think this was water marbling. I think this was smooshing. I think it's possible she created this on a silicone sheet, like a nail art mat, and then maybe use some of that fluid nail art technique to get those little spots, and then possibly a tool to kind of drag the other colors. So see how this color has like some drag, some waves in it. And then I do see gold flake taco. There's a little sprinkle there. She probably put that on top. Oh, it's the tea collection. Sveta used the tea collection. Alright, so painting her nail as a base color. Oh, she put it on a stamp. Is that a string? What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta watch that again. What just happened, guys? Is that a Menchie hair? Guys, why didn't you tell me we could use Menchie hairs in nail art all along? I don't have to keep pulling them out. So this is a jelly stamper head. Some people like to use this as a base to do a smushy. But it looks like she put a string, dabbed polish, and then pulled it. What? How did that start like how my Menchie hairs look in when they get stuck in a manicure and I try and pull it out? How did it go from that to beautiful? Like, what? What? Only Sveta Sanders can pull off such a magnificent look. Ooh, she made one little edit. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna just finesse this because it's not perfect enough. Add some gold flake taco and a glossy taco to seal it all in. That looks so cool though. Okay, we're missing information though, Sveta. Sveta, how? Okay, I'm gonna have to guess. Did she say? Did the comments say? I'm sure if I do it, it won't look anything like that, lol. Same. Okay, we are still confused. My guess is that was her dog's hair. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. A string? It literally looks like a thread of yarn, but my guess is it not only has like the cremes in it, but there's also that fluid nail art like top coat in it. But yeah, the tutorial's missing that because the only way these little bubbles happen, this doesn't happen normally. If this is happening normally, then like you threw oil into your nail polish. But the other way that happens is if you're using that fluid nail art kind of top coat, excuse me. So cool. It looks like string as opposed to floss, but I guess you could use either. The point is she's just using it with a light touch to drag it off the nail rather than using a tool. Maybe it's wire? Dental floss? I think that's string art. Is that what we call this? String art? Maybe. The teal is probably wet. Yes, I assume she did a first coat of Bring Me the Teal, let it dry, and then put on a second like thick coat and then proceeded to do this so that the colors blend in nicely. Fishing line and silicone. It looks like fishing wire. Interesting. How did she get the bubbles? So I think she mixed in, but I don't know where because it's not showing that. Maybe she already had it on the stamper? Like here. Like the fluid nail art top coat. I don't know if it's a top coat, but it's a polish. It's more common in Russia. I've definitely seen like Russian brands have it. Who is that? Who's the main brand that does it? Sinful Colors used to, oh, so I'm dumb. Remember I did a video on this? Guys, I did a video on this and I don't even remember. This. Do you recall? There we go. So it's a polish that can be used as a top coat because it ultimately breaks up. And then you see here. Remember, guys? Look at this. I did this and I don't even know how I did this. That's me thinking about how the fuck do I do this? I'll just take you to what I mean. So basically they're nail polishes that have some different kind of chemical composition that break up when you paint them on. These were Sinful Color polishes I bought back in 2018, but it is way more common in a lot of Russian brands. They sell them. Or maybe that's where it originated and then like North American markets saw it. But see that? So you just paint on what looks like purple polish and it does this thing where it creates a bunch of bubbles. Menchie was shook. Spotting effect is what they called it. Right, because I was testing technique. If you brush too much, it just looks ugly, right? So you really have to do like a thin single coat. But yeah, it's a very niche product, obviously, because the only thing you can do with it is this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm messing it up. There's all my experiments. So I did it over white and black. When is Holo Taco coming out with this? I don't know. We still got so many holo things to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is really fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure how many people who just want, you know, fun, cool colored nail polish want an entire collection of this, because you're only really creating this look with it. But I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you want a crackle taco? A bubble taco? Is it crackle or bubble? It's not really crackle, because crackle nail polish looks different, right? Crackle actually looks like shattering. This is more like a bubble. See, some people say I do, and then others say no. See? Like, it's not for everyone. It's for people who definitely those who do nail art, I can absolutely see why having something like this is, you know, pretty cool. Okay, fine. We'll do a poll. But this is not really market research because I'm not actually considering it at this time. But I'll do a poll anyways. Do you want a bubble taco? A bubble taco? Yes or nah? All right. There's a poll. You can go input your wishes. This is informal market research, not planned, not necessarily going to do anything with this information either. Also, if you're answering yes, I'm expecting that means you're going to buy it. Okay? Don't say yes if you're not going to purchase it. Don't say yes without intent to purchase. If you're here on mobile, you can vote by opening the live chat, which should be underneath the video if you watch vertically. And if you're watching on desktop, you have to open the live chat, which will be on the right-hand side. And then you can click on the actual blue tab that pops down from the live chat. Not the one on my screen. This is just me screen sharing. But yeah, voting is fun. Also, so many of you are not voting. Because there's 2,500 people here, but there's only 888 votes. So I'm calling out all those who have not voted, who are watching and listening. Let's go. Get your votes in. Would you purchase a bubble taco that looks like this? Regardless of color. Is this something that interests you? Yes or nah? It's ugly. Can you make reflective glitters? That's something I can get on board. Simply democracy. Should be taking a nap on lunch from bartending school. Glad to catch this stream. Thank you, Michael. I hope, wait, you could take a nap and watch the stream at the same time. I've heard that feedback. Okay, thank you. A few more hundred people have voted. Thank you. We need a bigger sample size, guys. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to end the poll. It looks like 63% of you said nah. This is a first in the sense that every time I ask you guys if you want something, the majority overwhelmingly say yes, of course. So this is some interesting information, and I apologize to the 30-something% of you who said yes, because it looks like the majority has ruled they are not interested in a bubble taco. Hey, Menchie? Menchie? Chat's on Menchie. Okay. Where were we? Anyways, my thinking is that that's exactly what Sveta had done in here. She just didn't show it. Maybe because I can't remember. Like, this wasn't a sponsored video, right? Because she would have written that. I don't know. I guess she just skipped that step because it was detracting from the nail art, and she only made a 57-second nail art, probably because it was also on Instagram. I'm just guessing. I'm just making shit up. It could not be true at all, but maybe she just felt it wasn't important to include. But yeah, my suspicion is she had a polish kind of like this, probably from one of the Russian brands, because they're just more common there. But yeah, okay, cool. I dream of owning Holo Taco magnetic polish. Hey, Kiku, me too. I dream of that one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right, thank you. Creepesta? Another one from Holo.nails. I love this one. This one is so pretty. It reminds me of my style. This is my style. Okay, this one's pretty straightforward, I think. Easy how to guess how it worked. It looks like a gradient of polishes of bright kind of colors. Glossy taco. Nail vinyls that are like a square edge. 90-degree angle nail vinyls. Strategically placed. Sometimes they come in a sheet where they're already placed like this, so that's kind of easier to do. I used to love sheets like this, because I really like this this kind of geometric design where you have the contrast between a diagonal gradient and a linear 90-degree angle accent. Just so cool, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, nail vinyls, Glossy Taco. Not Milky White. So not Milky White is being used as a base to help amplify the bright colors. You could have just used the lightest color in the gradient too. So maybe that's yellow. I love this one though. Kind of looks like the Instagram logo. No, this is much prettier. See that gradient? That was beautiful. Oh, wow. Good job on that gradient. Oh, oh, wow. That's even more complicated. Okay, so there are nail vinyls that already exist in this kind of 90-degree formation, but they manually placed regular stripes to get it there. Wow, amazing. And then used rainbow snow. Dab, 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 rainbow snow. To get that chunky hollow glitter accent. That's beautiful. What a good contrast between like chunky hollow glitter and just like smooth rainbow cremes. Very cool. I love that. Good job. Good job, Hollow Nails. All right, we've got Pick from Sunny Ray Nails. Is that orange drink? The year of the tiger nails. Okay, so this looks like a gradient of orange drink to white. Is that lemon spritzer to white? Yes, it is. And then stamping, right? I'm gonna guess that the tiger stripes were stamped. There could be clues in here if it says stamping. No clues, no clues. Let's see. Sunny Ray Nails. I like this name. Okay, the video is 6 minutes, so I'm gonna we're gonna watch it on double speed. So, base coat, white base. Oh no, so that's orange drink, not Milky White. That's interesting. So blending a creme with a linear hollow is challenging because they're not the same formula. Anytime you blend two polishes that aren't the same formula, it can be a little bit trickier to get them to like work together. It takes a little bit more finessing. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I've definitely done it. I've blended not Milky White and red licorice before for a Canada Day nails. So I guess they're doing something similar but with orange. But you can make it work by building it up in thin coats, which it looks like that's what she's doing there. So let's just fast forward. So oh, there's the tiger stripe. Right, so it's just stamping. All right. I suppose if you're a freehander too, you could also freehand tiger stripes. Oh, so they put it on the stamper as opposed to directly on the nail and then put a top coat on to let it dry, and then you can peel it off and place it exactly where you want. So another technique, you could have alternatively just stamped it directly on the nail, but doing it this way does give you a little bit more control in knowing where you're gonna put it. Then they kind of just let it sunk into the nail, cleaned it up with a cleanup brush. Glossy Taco, and stamped on another cat. That cat is so cute. Yeah. So with stamping designs, you can fill in the spaces with the color, but the black stamp is still gonna show on the other side of the stamp. I think they call that reverse stamping. And then they're just putting a Glossy Taco so they can let it dry and then peel it off so it becomes a sticker. And then you have a cat. See? Filled in cat, filled in just the way you want. And right now they're just kind of melting the edges, probably with acetone or some kind of nail polish remover. Carefully, though. And then Glossy Taco, just seal it all in. Very cool. I wish I got good at stamping. I just, like, I don't know. I could never get it. I always got so frustrated with cleaning the plates. Just like in real life. I hate cleaning plates. Alright, that was Sunny Ray Nails. Oh my god. Wow, that is so good. Is this like actual Disney? Disney did this. We're gonna get claimed now because Disney owns this and it's just that good. Holy shit, nails by Dev. Only the real Lion King fans have seen Lion King 2. There's a Lion King 2? Really? I don't know. What happened? Okay, this looks like freehand because there's just no other technique that could accomplish this. This is just someone who is incredibly talented that no regular person can attain. Unless it's a sticker, which I highly doubt. It looks like it was freehand painted and then sealed in gel. These are definitely gel nails. Oh, see, it says all hand painted using the 9mm liner brush and liner gels, yeah. Even though we know how they did it, I want to see it. That's so good. Are they using acrylic paint? Look at, holy shit, man. Look how detailed that is. They even freehand painted that heart? I would have used nail vinyls for the heart. Holy shit. Okay, this is like the top 1% of nail artists. Or just artists in general. Who are just way too good. And no one can get to that level. Amazing. So that's Nails by Dev. Oh, even on their nails, right? It looks, I guess this is like a client's nails. But even on their own nails, you can see they freehand painted this guy. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. I'm always in awe of watching people's freehand skills. Even if you know, like, you're never going to be able to do that, it's still just awesome to watch someone's talent. And remember, a lot of people who do this kind of level of detail art, they enjoy doing it, I'm assuming, right? Like, it takes hours of patience and time, but usually artists who are at this level, like, they really just like painting. So I always love it when they decide to show their art with the world, because the normal people want to see how they did it. It's just so fascinating. How? Talent. Unfortunately, that is not widely available. Oh, is this another fluid art one? Yeah, this is fluid art. So by looking at this, most people would be like, before all the education we had so far on stream, you'd be like, I have no fucking clue. Is that freehanded? It looks amazing. But it's probably just the trick of using one of those polishes that separate the polish. And then blending, you know, like putting the blue, the black, maybe a baby blue. Looks like there's also some iteration of a iridescent flaky in there. Yeah, iridescent flaky. So cool. So this technique is more about the product itself rather than the artist, if you know what I mean. But let's watch it. Okay, so they're pouring polishes directly on a silicone nail art mat. Oh, okay. So some of the polishes that they're using are that fluid art stuff, just like the Sinful Color ones I showed you. Same kind of product, or I don't really know how the chemistry works, but like a similar formula, just in a different color from a different brand. It almost looks like they all do that. Like, I wonder if all the polishes are ingredients like that. they're just going for it. They're just making a giant, they're just like, this is fun. I'm gonna do this all day. Make a giant spill. So my assumption is, yeah, they let that dry on the nail art mat probably a few hours. Then they peeled it off and then they cut it out to fit their nail. So sometimes it's easier to control what the fluid art or spill or drag marble or anything is going to look like if you do it directly on a nail art mat and let it dry, because then you can cut out and place exactly which part looks good on your nail. Because sometimes they don't always turn out looking good, right? Like it can, you know, it could be too blurred, the colors blended weird or something. But that is something that you're probably seeing frequently across all these videos, is a lot of these artists make use of a silicone nail art mat so they can kind of experiment and have free range to mesh it up and then peel it off very easily. We love peeling. Very cool. So that's Nail Bastion. Nail Bastion. Est-elle française? Very cool. All right. Nailing painting. We know her. Oh, come on. I don't know. How did you do this? Let me guess. Ridiculous levels of talent. You are in the 1%. So there's the pick. Aurora Borealis nails. Shit, man. I see a scattered hollow though. Okay, let me think. I know you are a talented freehand nail artist, so this could be 100% freehand, but there's probably maybe a little bit more to it than just freehand. Like you could have started off with a gradient that went from dark to blue to aqua and then back to blue. Maybe that was the first layer. And then these two stripes, I think you could have done with acrylic paint and a tiny like angled brush, but it also kind of looks like you dabbed a little bit to get it to spatter just a little bit. So maybe you ripped off a little piece of a makeup sponge to get that kind of like spattery, a little dabby dab. I think you can do it. You are wrong, eager education. I am not doing this. I could do an abstract version of this, like a sky with like a couple trees and stars. But this level of detail with this tiny fucking tree right here, absolutely not. Okay, let's just watch. I just want to see it. White. Okay, gradient in the way that I thought. Painting the lines with a big brush. So that was kind of incredible. They were able to get that fading effect with just a brush. I was convinced like there had to be some makeup sponge dabbing. Okay, acrylic paint, fine line painting for the trees. Yeah, okay, I can paint that small. Nope. The reflection of the trees, it's just amazing. Again, like, what? Faded white to make the water look more like water. Stars, a scattered hollow, glossy taco to bring it all together. Amazing. Like, I'm in awe. Stunning. Thank you, Cupcake the Cute. Not sure who writes the subtitles for your podcast episodes, but huge shout out to them. Give them a crisp plastic Canadian $20 bill from me to them. That's my sister. My sister Jan. So I will tell her, Cupcake, thank you so much. Yeah, my sister Jen helps out with the subtitling on the podcast. Anyways, amazing nailing painting. Again, we will not achieve it, but we like to see it. Okay, we still have like so much more left. Here, I'll show you my scroll bar. Like, guys, look. I'm barely halfway down. So I'm thinking we're gonna call this game for now and move on to just looking at some other fun things in Discord, and I will potentially save future entries for another one of these Simply Reacts. Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna go pee out the tea. But here is Menchie in the meantime. Menchies. Hello, chat. Did you behave? Did you like the game we just played? Menchie, stop licking your bed. Menchie! She doesn't even care. She's like, Mom, I am not listening to you. I'll do what I want. I rake in those views, Mom. I can lick the bed if I want, even if there's an eye crusty. Is that an eye crusty? There's literally an eye crusty right in front of her. Can you see? Menchie. She's done. She's kind of got my mood right now. Just like, you know what? I give up. Fuck it all. Fuck everything. Alright, well, Discord was so fun, but why don't we peruse through other things in Discord? How about that? Give me a second. Welcome to the Menchie gang. Lucia-B. Sorry, I don't know how to say anything. Unless I can say it with a French accent. Lucia-B. Wait, was that right? That sounded like it could possibly be closer to the truth. Alright, so this is the Simply Discord server. We're just gonna peruse on in, just, you know, just for fun. I've never gone through the Simply fan art section, so I would like to do that. I'm not sure we're gonna look through all of them, but this was started, what's the date on this? July, that's when we started our server. But, yeah. I've never looked through art here, and I feel like ever since we kind of stopped doing P.O. Box stuff, this is the new way to get your art to me. So if you've ever done a picture of me, the Simply family, the cats, Ben, or Holo Taco, or you're an artist, you know, and it's not nail art, but it's other forms of art, you can share that in the Simply fan art section in our Discord server. It's a picture only thread, so that way it doesn't get flooded with people's like just reacting and talking, so I can look through it. But like, this is, I look cute. I look so professional. My hair looks too good to be true. So I'm sorry, Linda, but this hair is just unrealistic. It looks too nice. What's this? Welcome to my nail funeral. R.I.P. It's, yes, very sad. Menchie! Menchie! That is so cute! Holy shit. Okay, artist. This is just the stream of making everyone else who can't do art feel bad. I have seen this before, yes, hence why I liked it. But, it's so good. So these are different characters. Kermit. And then me with my like Starbucks mug. So cute. Oh my god. This is like a tumbler. This does qualify as art, by the way. Art doesn't just have to be like a 2D painting or something. Very cool. Personalized. That's so cool. I will not be selling anything made with the Holo Taco logo and brand simply for personal use. I appreciate it, but now I kind of want it. Okay, here. Would you guys want this? Okay, well, not this exactly, but something like a tumbler that's Holo Taco. Is that something people want, or they only want nails? I'm always struggling to decide. Yes? Okay. Let me do a poll. We'll see how this compares to the results of the bubble taco. Do you want Holo Taco tumblers? By tumbler, I mean like something that you can drink water or cold stuff out. Yes or nah? Okay, I'm changing the question. Would you buy Holo Taco tumblers? Because it's one thing to just want it and then never buy it. Like, what am I gonna do with that information? Let you guys keep voting. Vote is open. Do you want Holo Taco tumblers? Yes or no? Aw, a quick sketch. I look so young there. Ooh, fancy. I'm a beauty guru. I remember this picture. This is an iconic photo. Back when I was wearing makeup, looking badass like a beauty guru. What do you think? Oh, it's me and Zyler. Wow, I love the serenity of this painting technique. It looks so calming. Aw, Menchie. Menchie on my back. We look so cool, like we belong in a video game. It's worse than I remember, but I still quite like it. It's cute. That really looks like me, though. That's a good sketch. I painted Menchie. Menchie. So cute. What? It's Zenchi. It is Zenchi. You want a Zenchi polish? What does that mean? Mixing. Well, you can make that yourself as a bonus track. Mix Zyler the cat and Menchie the cat, and you get this. Art of nail art. Is that Polish Mountain? Tea leaves, reciprocal gradient vinyls. What's that? Is that coffee? Does it say? Mint chocolate chip oats, and then cat vinyls. Very cool. I tried drawing simply as a cat. I love it. Look, I got a little bit of Menchie and a little bit of Zyler. I'm holding oats and I've got tea on my head. To Christine the Hollow Queen. Love your best fan. Menchie. Menchie. So cute. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. 68% of you said yes. So wait, is that proportion higher? That proportion's slightly higher, right? Than the fluid nail art? Interesting that more people proportionally want something that has nothing to do with nail polish than they do want a nail art product. All right, everyone. Appreciate your voting. Menchie! Oh, that one's so good. Oh yeah, it's the inverse of that poll. Sorry, I'm done. It's the inverse of that poll. Most people said yes as opposed to most people saying no. But again, interesting that more people are saying yes for a product that isn't nail polish. The Zenchi pick was from before the bonus track mixing stream, and I have made Zenchi spice for myself since. Oh, right, because these are from like July. So you guys knew all along that there'd be a mixing activity. This is so cute. I love this one. Menchie, it's us! Menchie, look! I love it. Lizard promo pics? What do you mean? The lizards I've been retweeting on Twitter? Someone has a lizard. I don't know if it's a lizard or a gecko or a chameleon. I don't know. But someone has a lizard type animal and they make it pose with Holo Taco, and they call it the scalesman instead of the salesman. And it's so funny. If you've ever seen me retweet that on Twitter. Adorable. This looks like the remix collection launch. Very cool. This was like the purple theme. Zenchi! Me as an elf. A Holo Taco elf. Damn. Oh, a goblin? What's a goblin? Is that just like an evil elf? I don't know. It's a bearded dragon? Oh, cool. It's me and Ban as fish. What is that? Yo, this is some nightmare shit, but I kind of like it. It looks like out of a children's storybook. We're fish under the water, but we are humans above the surface. Good lord. It's a small little Menchie. She's so innocent. That's such a cool animation. Look at me dance. Shake, shake, shake those oats. Shake it, oats. You guys are so talented. Stop it. Stop being so talented. Aw, me and my little bun. Oh, this is when we played that Duck Duck Goose game? No, sorry, not Duck Duck Goose. Untitled Goose game? Is that it? I was like, honk. Ironically, now there's all sorts of different types of honking going on where I live. Peace was never an option. We've picked up the knife. I like how we're following the timeline of my streams. It's me and Ban with Menchie on the shoulder, Zyler serving a banana. Quack honks. Oh my god, I was so bad at that game. Fan art from stream outfits. Oh yeah, that one time I did a get ready with me. Oh, what is this? What are these for? Are these like patches? Was this created on a computer? It looks like it, right? That's pretty realistic. That looks good. Oh my god. That looks so realistic. There's literally a picture of me exactly like this, probably wearing this same hoodie. Did they paint it with nail polish? No. Right? It looks like pencil coloring. So cool. Thank you guys. You guys are like so talented. What is this? Menchie dancing to the beatbox. Zyler hears. Menchie says dancing. Zyler says, what are you doing? And then they both dance. We love it. Menchie meow. Oh, I love watching this too. Where you have like artists try and recreate. You see the order in which they draw something. Kind of like when we're trying to predict nail art. Watching a traditional artist who draws, you know, like on 2D paper or something. Or electronically. Watching the order that they do things is always so fascinating. Because I was never good at I was never good at art on a big scale. Menchie! I love it. I love the little fluffs in the ears. Menchie! Thank you, Caitlin. How are you doing with the occupation? Oh, just wonderful. You know, I just love what my city has turned into. Also, you think you do a Holo Taco collab with the First Nations makeup brand? I don't think we'd ever collab with a makeup brand. Or I'm sorry, I don't want to say ever, but that's definitely not in my calendar to do makeup. I'm trying to stick to nails and maybe do some merchandise things. But yeah, in terms of Ottawa, does anyone else in this chat live in Ottawa? And it's not even just Ottawa. Ever since we posted that podcast, there's been an increasing number of people who are now aware of what's going on because it's spread, right? There was a similar protest in Toronto, Windsor. I think there was a few attempted ones was it Montreal? I can't remember. The border crossings have been closed. So I think even if you didn't know what we were talking about in the last podcast because you weren't from Ottawa and you're like, I don't know, it doesn't affect me. Now there's way more people who are aware. Manitoba, yep. You live in Ottawa? Sorry, guys. Yeah. Why are they protesting? For freedom. If you missed our last podcast on Simplyreactlogical, we spent an hour kind of unpacking it. So I'll just refer you guys to that if you haven't seen that already. The only thing that's changed since then is it has really spread. So it's not just an Ottawa occupation thing. These protests are spreading across US-Canada borders. I've seen some happen in Europe in attempt to be in solidarity with Canadians who are wanting their freedoms. And when I say the word protest, I don't just mean holding up a bunch of signs on public property and, politely voicing your point of view and what you want. It's now more of like what's called an occupation. Some people in Ottawa have referred to it as a siege, where basically they have gridlocked the entire city because no one can drive anywhere because there's trucks taking up the roads. Emergency vehicles can't get past a lot of places in downtown Ottawa right now. And the same kind of thing is happening in different areas, including the US to Canada border crossing. So a lot of trucks who are trying to still work and do their job, not the ones participating in the protests, they can't get through. They can't get home, they can't deliver goods, or they have to take 2-hour-long detours to find a different bridge to cross. So this is beyond Ottawa. It's almost becoming a worldwide discussion. So, yeah. There's one in The Hague? Really? Isn't The Hague like the place of peace on earth? No one is safe. No one is safe. American protests are worse than this. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's just like a different level of acceptance for the types of behavior, I guess, and it's way more complicated than that. I don't want to oversimplify it, but I think people around the world who aren't in Canada are very surprised that Canadian protests, haven't involved a bunch of violence. There's like a number of reasons for that that I don't really want to get into. But one of the big reasons is we don't have average Canadian people don't have guns, and you can't just carry them around. So there's that. That will create a difference, right? Compared to some American protests where people are allowed to carry them around. So that's one of many different reasons. Also, let's emphasize quotation marks around freedom. Yeah, when I've said like freedom, I mean freedom. And it kind of sucks that like the rest of the world is like being like, Canada's not free? Their people are not free? Oh, that sucks. I want Canadian freedom then for them. And it's like, okay, no, you guys, we're good. Canadians are free. We are very free relative to many other countries. Ugh. That's how I'm doing though. So for the chatter who asked, how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Freedom. Yeah, exactly. Freedom with a B. Why is the Queen on your currency? I don't really know. I mean, there is an answer somewhere. If I Googled it, it explains. But like, I don't like, no one in Canada really, I don't want to say they don't care, but we don't really do anything for the Queen. I mean, maybe like once a year, our Prime Minister will tweet about the Queen, but I don't know. I don't really think they do much. We were a British colony, right? So in the history books, there is history about the Queen. But for the everyday Canadian who's like 30 years old, who doesn't remember that time because they're too young, they don't it has no relevance to their daily lives in the same way that it does in like the UK, right? Yeah, we have ties to British rule, but I don't think anyone in their daily life actually listens to the Queen. She's still technically the head of state, but no one really cares. Apologies to the Queen. But she's on our money. I don't know. I don't mind, like, whatever. I don't really care. It's a woman on the money. It's kind of cool. Whatever. Okay, I didn't mean to turn this into a sad conversation. We're all struggling. I must admit though, it's is it day fucking 15? It is day 15. I've been watching all these live streams on YouTube, which are terrible for my mental health, but I do it anyways. You know, when you do that, you know that something's not helping you. You know that you're just pissed, but you keep watching it. That is me. I watch all these live streams about the Freedom Truckers convoy, so my entire recommended feed is that. I do think it's day 15 now. Yeah. Basically, there's these, I'm not going to show it because I really don't want to give people promo, honestly. But there are so many live streams on YouTube that are just people walking around Ottawa. Walking down our city. It's so sad. Allowed to carry their guns around is so... See, because I don't believe anyone would bring a gun to a protest with intent to just carry it around. It looks like you're from Europe. I can't speak. We'll just call you Snow. So yeah, like rules are very different. In America, there are some states where you can have open carry and you can just bring your gun, you know, to Walmart, to wherever. I could be wrong. I know it changes in certain states. It really depends. But it's way more common, generally speaking, to be able to do that. Whereas in Canada, definitely not. Are the protests calming down or are they getting worse? They're staying the same. So, I mean, it's getting worse in the sense that Ottawa or the border is just increasingly delayed at getting back to normal. Like I could walk. I don't want to dox myself, but Ottawa's a small place. Everyone whose address is actually in Ottawa lives within 10 to 20 minute drive of downtown, if not like right there. And I could easily just like, you know, get in my car, drive a very short amount of time and be stuck in the truck traffic. So I am very close to it. And it's just kind of scary that all that shit's happening right there. We are not all in the same boat, but we are in the same storm. Some have yachts, some have canoes, and some are drowning. Some sign I saw. Interesting. In a sad way, that's kind of a beautiful statement, Jinx. Yeah. You're right. This all affects us a bit differently. There's some people that are like, what's going on? I don't care. It doesn't affect me. But I think globally, it does kind of say something about who we are as a people. And some people will suffer more than others. That's the case with any consequence in life, right? I just hope we can all come together. But yeah, no, things haven't gotten worse, but they haven't gotten better. There is still a protest or a demonstration occupation in Ottawa. No one can go anywhere downtown, basically. But, okay, I'll stop talking about this. I think Simply reads the chat more than a book. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I didn't want to turn this stream into this conversation, but I actually am curious how many people care about this. Do you like politics? I'm gonna write /life because I don't think it's just political. And I am genuinely interested in people's perspective. And I'm gonna specify from me. Do you like talking about this shit, or do you just want to come here for nails and Menchie? And it's okay if you do. These votes are anonymous. But I do like to get a pulse check. I know that there are some people in here who really want to talk about it because it's affecting them or they care about that kind of stuff. And I think that that's great. I think people should care about what's going on in the world. But then I also understand that that's not really why I created my platform and why I'm here. And some people just come to me to watch, nails, cats, just have a good time. That doesn't mean we can never talk about serious things, as we do on the podcast occasionally and as I do sometimes, but it's a balance, I suppose. So you can go ahead and vote. Do you like political life chat things or not? From me specifically. Or Menchie. Menchie, do you have anything to add? She does not. Yeah. So we do have some people saying, I don't like it. I'm just tired of it, for sure. And I hear you. Hearing about others' lives is important also. Are you preferred on the podcast? Totally fair. I need brain breaks, but it's good to stay informed. Yeah, I hear you. I come here for Ben. So that's the podcast. I don't typically care about politics, but I enjoy hearing your perspective. Politics has become annoying. Yeah. If you don't like to talk about politics, it just means you are privileged enough not to. For marginalized people, their existence is very political. Yeah, I totally hear you. And I think it's important for people of all celebrity or whatever status to, you know, be able to talk about things. And it's okay if you don't have that lived reality, because not everyone is going to have the same reality as everyone. But I do think acknowledging the world around you is important no matter who you are, even if you have the privilege not to. So, yeah. I hear you. I'm here for all the conversations. You and Ben are much more relatable talking head than people on most news platforms. But I wouldn't want to insult news platforms. If you mean that you just see us as like more real people, that's probably just because you have seen us in other contexts other than presenting the news. Obviously, a news anchor you only see in the context of presenting the news. But if you had the opportunity maybe to get to know them as a person and know their hobbies, then maybe you just feel differently. As a US resident, it's nice to hear it from people actually living and experiencing it instead of from our news sources or people on social media. Yeah, I hear you. Wait, where is Ben? He is here, but we may not be doing the podcast next week. I think we're going to take off next week of the podcast. And yeah, he may not be around for a little bit. Don't worry, we are okay, but he is just dealing with some stuff right now, so you may not see him online. Please do not speculate. We are fine. Our relationship is good, but he's just dealing with something else. So yeah, there won't be a podcast on this Taco Tuesday, and I'm not sure about the week after that. I might try and see if my sister's available, but not sure yet. All right, let me just end this poll. So 83% of you said you like politics. Life talk from me. Okay, interesting. I still do want to note that 17% said, nah, no thanks. All right, thank you guys for voting. So while I do think it's important for me occasionally to talk about things, I try and only do it when I have something to say, where I can say something meaningful and different, rather than just like talking about shit that I don't really know that much about, because I also wouldn't want to be overly misinformed, right? I take that really seriously. So no, I'm not going to talk about every political issue ever, because I don't know about every single political issue. But when something makes sense for me and I feel like I'm comfortable also is another one that matters to me. I'm not comfortable talking about everything. But yeah, thank you guys. Maybe we should just call it. I feel like this is a good conclusion. We had a good chat. We had some fun nail art reacts. Looked at some Simply fan art. And then started talking about politics. I'm gonna work on. You guys tell me what you want to work on. I need to work on not watching live streams of what's happening downtown Ottawa every day, because I have an unhealthy obsession with needing to know what's going on, what's gonna happen, what's getting destroyed, who's like moved into which street now, are the residents upset? It's really hard to look away because it matters to me, and it's like, ooh, I literally know these people, or I literally used to go there all the time, or I lived right there. So I have this weird compulsion where I'm like constantly watching what's going on. And I need to maybe not do it as much, because it looks like it's gonna be a while before it's over. And I'm really just hoping that it doesn't end violently. It's almost looking like there may not be any choice but to come in with force because they will not leave. So if you don't leave, there's only so much patience that I think a government will allow. And it's already been 15 days of patience that should have never been there. I mean, there should have been patience for a couple days, I think a reasonable amount. But now it's ridiculous. Anyways, how are you guys doing? What do you want to work on doing? What are some good things? Give me ideas of what I can do to relax. What should I put on in the background? If you say paint your nails, I already got that tip. I know that one. Menchie. Working on trying to sleep. Well, that's a good one. Put Menchie on stream. Okay, yeah. That will cure my anxiety. Hamster dance, painting, puzzles, cooking. I'm terrible. Cardio, I did that this morning. Watch Tinder Swindler? We did. Love and bananas to Ben. Play Pokemon Arceus? Play chess. I suck at chess. The Olympics, I am sorry, but I do not give a fuck about the Olympics. When people like occasionally post it on Twitter, even like when Trudeau posted on Twitter or the news plays the Olympics, like in between watching the destruction of Ottawa, and then there's like, Canada got 8th place in the Olympics. I just like don't give a fuck. I'm like, do not care right now. But you know, some people really care. I find it very hard to care about that right now. Me neither. Oh my god. Yeah. Ironically, I'm wearing something from the Olympics, but like I only bought it because I like this type of hoodie. But I think this is technically an Olympic special hoodie. But that's not why I'm wearing it. I don't care. Playing unpacking? Yes. Okay. Next Wednesday, we're definitely going to play... Not next Wednesday. This Wednesday, we're going to play unpacking. Again, because it was so much fun. A good use for my 3 months. Play Stardew Valley. We did play Stardew Valley 3 or 4 months ago. And I sucked. I was so bad at it. I think it was the timer on that game that got me so stressed out. Because everyone was like, no, you have to do this, do that. Go back to sleep. You didn't plant enough seeds. You didn't go into town. And I'm just like, fuck it, I'm stressed. Whereas unpacking was like so chill. I like unpacking. I'm gonna unpack some more. You want me to play Animal Crossing? I've seen that suggestion, but I almost feel like, well, maybe I just don't know enough, but it feels so overwhelming because there's so much of a world that you have to build. So I don't know where to begin. It's like kind of overwhelming. It's too much choice. It's like when you have 2,000 bottles of nail polish and you don't know which one to pick. Slime Rancher? What's Slime Rancher? Lifting weights. I was thinking about doing a weightlifting or like a workout stream, but honestly, the setup of it is going to be a huge challenge because how are you going to hear me if the mic's over there? And how are you going to see what I'm doing? And how am I going to read chat from, 8 feet away? Yeah. So honestly, the logistics of it have me keep putting it off. I'm like, I don't know. Go for a walk. Yeah, let me just go for a walk downtown Ottawa. Wonderful. No. You thought I wasn't leaving the house before? Now I'm definitely not leaving the house. Have Menchie read the chats for you? Okay, I'll ask her. She looks like she doesn't want to contribute though. What is unpacking? Oh, you should watch the last stream then. It was really fun. You literally unpack things, but there's a little bit of a story to it too, which I don't think you get necessarily at the beginning, but over time you start to learn there's a story behind it. But the story isn't as like fundamental to the gameplay. The gameplay is literally like taking things out of boxes and deciding where they fit in different rooms. It's fun. Katie, you don't have to worry about decorating your island in Animal Crossing if you don't want to. There's a lot of players who focus more on collecting aspects, like fish, bugs, fossils, etc. Okay. Can you do an ASMR stream? Based on the response and reaction to the one time I did an ASMR main channel video, no. The majority of people who watch Simplyreactlogical hated my ASMR stream. Not stream, video. Finley, the dog. Animal Crossing is chill because you can play at your own play at your own pace. I can't promise there won't be backseat gamers. There always is, guys. But there's no wrong way to play Animal Crossing. Seasonal events always come back around. Okay, cool. It's on my list of considerations, but I just know there's so much more expectation out of that game because a lot of people play it. So way more of chat would know how to play it, whereas unpacking, only I think it was 12% of you who played it. So most of you didn't know what to do, which was helpful to me so I could explore it on my own. See, no ASMR, burn it. I hate ASMR. You guys don't like my whispers, but I bet you would like Menchie whispers. Menchie purring. Yeah, that was my most disliked video. Was ASMR. All right. Well, I'm gonna go have some lunch. You know what? Maybe I will put Menchie on. Menchie, do you want to keep streaming? Menchie? Yeah. Okay, I think she wants to keep streaming. It won't be the same length. You'll have to give me about 10-15 minutes because I gotta X out of this and can change a couple things. But yeah, Menchie will be next. I love the unpacking game. I ended up watching the VOD while I worked. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched my first unpacking stream, you can watch that. It's available on YouTube as a VOD. And then we will continue this story on Wednesday. Unpacking part 2. Because unpacking takes a long ass time. We're doing productive things, guys. Only production. All right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for submitting. And I apologize if I didn't get to all the submissions, but we can always save that for another Simply Reacts. Thank you to the mods. Take good care, everybody. Exactly, Holo Combo. No matter where you live in the world, whether you live in the middle of an occupation or you have no idea what's going on, I hope that you're doing well and staying safe. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. And Menchie, we'll see y'all soon. Bye.